hello everyone, Sean Simon's PPG Grandpa. I'm going to use flat top because the engineering is absolutely amazing. It is so incredibly safe. However, there's some stigma behind it because of DELL SCHANZE, and I didn't realize it until recently, and here's some of the stuff that I found.
Who's the predator? I kicked an owl's butt.
But once it hit YouTube Saturday, it went viral with more than 50,000 views. People outraged the pilot is doggedly pursuing an owl.
What you are about to see was posted online by DELL SCHANZE of Flat Top Paramotor some time ago. I was disgusted and outraged, to say the least, when I saw this.
Did you see the news today?
Yeah, the guy's lying about, the bird.
Uh-huh.
Fake videos saying they know it's not true, but they're posting it and suggest they know who it is, even though they admitted they don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's all flat-out liars. The biggest liars on the planet. Anything you see on there, you know it's false. That's simple.
So who are they trying to say? Who are they trying to say did it?
They're saying that I did it.
Right?
And it's a totally hacked video. It's not even my video. The whole thing is a total farce.
Really? Huh. Well, that's pretty crazy, man. They've been after you for a while, haven't they?
Well, yeah, they're after anyone who stands up for freedom and tells the truth.
Super Dell just pleaded guilty to harassing wildlife. Now
So because of that, I really don't want the flat top anymore. I want something that is engineered amazingly, and I found Andrew Fuller, and he's got the SkyTap Angel, which is better than this, up to date, and we're going to give him a call and find out more about it. I got Andrew Fuller on the horn right now, and he's going to tell me a little about the frame. So Andrew, welcome.
Hey, how's it going?
Doing good, man. Thank you so much for giving me a call the other day. It was really nice talking with you. You told me that you got a frame that's really solid and just as safe as the flat top that I have without all that stigma behind it. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah, it's a frame we started designing back in 2016, and I was a flat top pilot for about 5 years before that. And I liked all the safety of the flat top, but I didn't like the performance. And there's a couple other things I wanted to change in it on the comfort-wise. Yeah, we started out developing a different harness, and that changed into developing an entire frame. So we basically made just about every change possible without compromising any safety to that frame. Yeah, more comfortable, stronger cage, and a little bit better protection all around, and a lot better balance and weight shift.
That's awesome. Now, I'm not really in the market to spend a lot of money. I already got a flat top, has a good motor, has a throttle, has a gas tank. How difficult would it be to get just a frame and be able to swap everything over?
It takes about 2 hours to swap over the frame to our Angel frame, or to swap over the motor to our Angel frame. It's basically pulling off. You basically disconnect the motor mounts.
Yeah.
And swap those over. And you can even take the fuel tank will fit our frame as well.
That's awesome. So about 2 hours, that's really not too bad. And if I swap that out, that means I pretty much have a brand new paramotor. When newbies look out there and they say, what's the best paramotor? When they say that, it's pretty much somebody has a frame design and then they put on a motor that another company makes. And when they put those two together, they name it something. And you named yours the Angel SkyTap?
Yep.
And all that is your frame, your throttle, gas tank, the harness, and then you put on a different motor. Just any motor that you want, pretty much, right?
We usually use the Vitarazi, but we'll put any motor on there. Most engines are made in Italy or Austria. But yeah, you can pretty much, if you can fit the motor on there, it'll work. But for paramotor, you need a very specific kind of motor to get the job done right. You don't need it; it's just preferred. So you want lightweight, 2-stroke with a lot of horsepower. Okay. And those basically come down to your Corsair, your Vitarazi, and your Minari. They're all made in Italy. When I started flying the flat top and now the Angel, if something's not right and I'm coming in, I just stay in the seat and take it on the cage.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it does. It's no, and I don't have a doubt in my mind about a small impact or anything that I'm going to get myself into. Stay in the seat and just take it on the frame. And I've only broken one prop in 8 years.
Yeah, I turtle on this thing. I slam my butt. I've come in for a hard landing, slammed on the bottom of the cage, went for a skid and skidded probably 30 or 50 feet on the frame and then took off.
Right, there's a big confidence booster. Like when you're learning to fly, it's not going to cost you the money, but also you're not going to break your gear and ruin your weekend.
One of the things I want to be able to do is, people that are my age, I want them to know that, if you do spend a lot of money, or anybody at any age, that whatever money that they spend on something like this, it's not going to be damaged. It's not going to be destroyed, and you can put it through hell as a beginner and not worry about destroying it.
Yeah, and one of the other things is, not only for beginners, but when you start getting more advanced in the flying, having a tough frame that protects you gives you that confidence to expand your skills and kind of push your limits a little bit. I don't think I would mess around. I just started doing foot drags on people's cages 2 years ago. I only do it into the wind. I line up, I come straight into the wind, and I do it very cautiously.
Right.
Because I knew, but I'm very, very good at foot drags. But I knew if I went down, if I'm flying my buddy's Scout around, I will not foot drag a Scout.
Right.
But if I'm flying my buddy's, titanium, whatever around, I'll come in and drag my feet, but I do it very cautiously because I know if I go down, it's going to be, I might not get hurt because I'm going slow and I'm going into the wind, but it's going to be expensive. Now, on my frame, I'll do 360-foot drags, and I've been doing those ever since I was a pilot for 3 months, just because if I go down, and I've gone down plenty, I'll basically skid off the ground or roll into it, and then I'll just get up and lay my wing out and start my motor again and take off. So, I wouldn't have gotten there without having a safe frame that I knew would allow me to push my limits and stuff.
Right, and you said that you redesigned the harness. What's different about the harness?
So the shoulder straps, when you stand up on the flat top shoulder straps, the buckles are right at the top of your shoulder.
Yeah, I see them right here, yeah.
Yep, we brought that down another 4 inches.
Okay. So it's behind, it's covered up behind you so you don't hit it?
It's covered, yeah, so the actual padding comes down another 4 inches, so if you stand all the way up, it's not, the buckles aren't on top of your shoulders, the buckles are where they would be on a normal harness had it not be fixed hang point. So that's a little thing for comfort. Our shoulder pads now our shoulders actually have padding.
Yeah, I know that this one that I have is flat as a flounder. There's just no padding in it at all.
If you land wrong or something, your shoulder straps can come off of your shoulders and the motor can kind of sink down.
Oh yeah? I never had that happen yet.
Yeah, it only happens if you have it you got to do it just right, but you can do it. For me, it's you can get your shoulder, you can actually just wiggle right out of the top of the flat top.
Oh, that's not good.
It's not a huge deal. But we have a chest strap that comes across, which keeps the shoulder pads together.
Oh, that's cool.
And then, that was a personal touch for me because of acro, will go upside down.
Yeah.
And another thing is our quick release. When on the flat top, it's just Velcro and then the metal snap pin.
Right.
Ours is a little plastic clip at the front of the Velcro. So it's still a one-hand motion. Come across with your right hand, and you just unclip the clip, and then you pull the Velcro, and then you snap the pin thing.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And that's so if you're flying over water, you just leave it normal like it is on a flat top. But if you're doing acrobatics, you might get caught up in your lines, you're messing around with something, then you just do that extra little plastic clip, and you can't get out of it unless you hit that plastic clip.
Oh, that's cool. A little bit more safe.
Yeah.
I know that this harness, it's sewn in, so you have to send it back to flat top and have them put a new harness in that cost about $1,200, I believe. Yours doesn't do that, right?
Yeah, it's a strap. You can actually adjust all of the seat height and all of the. So you could. The seat height is weight shift sensitivity. The higher up you go, the more sensitive the weight shift is, and the more you can actually weight shift. Like once, like I was pushing the limit and seeing how much I could get it to weight shift, and you can do like a 180-degree turn from flat flying. You can do like a 180 turn in like 100 feet.
Wow.
Yeah, if you turn it all the way up, or you can, for beginners, you can let the seat down a little bit more, and you'll start to dampen out that weight shift. So, but yeah, so you can take that harness off. You can put it on most frames. It doesn't fit some of the really skinny frames that well because we also have a lot more room for our quick release. Like the flat top one is, when you sit in it, everything's tight. Like the latch and the link are tight to each other. Ours, we don't go quite that tight. So.
Well, it sounds like you designed a really solid frame, and that's exactly what I want. And I'm sure that's exactly what other people want. They want something really safe that they know that they're going to be safe, their equipment's going to be safe, and if they do come in and do something, wrong, which unfortunately does happen. I mean, on my first 5 flights, I turtled, I've landed on my knees, I've skidded, I've done everything that I swore to God that I was not going to do. I did my first 5 flights.
You gotta get it out of the way,
I know, right? Definitely want to order this and do a how to swap out a motor and everything else.
When you're doing that video, if you need any help, I can set up like a FaceTime or whatever and just have a frame ready for me.
Oh, that's all. Yeah, that'd be awesome, man.
Do it all.
That'd be perfect. What other company would do that for someone? So that's awesome. Yes.
Our newer throttles.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just. We didn't think we could do much better than the flat top throttle, and we got our throttle to where it was almost impossible to kink it.
Right.
And then we came out with this other throttle, and it's actually smoother and has more range, and it's a smaller handle. And everybody complains about the handle size of the flat top throttle.
Yeah, it's kind of big. I mean, it fits my hand, and the kill switch is like right there where my thumb is, which is hard to get to unless I really want to, so I don't accidentally hit it. And I've kind of re-engineered it a bunch of times because I had to put a new throttle cable and fix a bunch of things in it. So, yeah, a new throttle would probably be nice. What's the difference between this one and yours?
The handle's smaller. So, you can fit more in there. The trigger is actually a little bit bigger, which means you have more range. Because on the flat top, when you squeeze that thing to go all the way, you get about 90, maybe a little more than 90% of the butterfly valve open.
Okay.
But you'll see, so when you look at the back of your Vitarazi, the flap where you see the flap going up, grab your throttle and squeeze it, and it won't go all the way open.
Oh, really?
And you can poke it the last 10%.
Really? All right, so I'm going to pull it all the way and out. All right, see if I pull it all the way. Is there any more that can go?
Just because it only opens up 90% of the way doesn't mean it won't reach for our full RPMs. It's just a little bit slower getting there. But one of the issues is you don't have any room for error. So when the motor starts vibrating, as the motor gets a little older, you'll have to start turning up the idle screw.
Right.
When you start turning up the idle screw, it starts taking away from your range.
Right. I gotcha.
Yeah. Whereas the one we have now it actually has a little bit more range than you need. So you squeeze it goes all the way, and you still have like 5%, 10% left in the throttle.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And it feels really smooth.
Yeah, well, I have nothing to compare it with. It's the only thing I've flown. And this one is really solid. It's hard, and then it has a really good return. So I don't.
Yep.
Yes,
it's a real good throttle. If you get on some of the other company throttles, They're like the bicycle brake one, and they don't have a return spring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then you kind of get a taste for what other people are flying. It's not ideal. It's just a better base throttle.
I wouldn't mind a new throttle. I mean, like I said, this throttle has been through hell and back, so getting a new throttle would probably be better for me. And the gas tank fits perfectly, you said, right? So I don't have to worry about a gas tank.
Tank is the same one.
Awesome.
Yeah, we buy the same one. We put the same little valve in it, and we just charge like $50 less.
I like that. I like that a lot. I like being charged less. I want a blue one. I like that blue one I saw on your website. I really like that. I really like the blue. I'll go with the blue. I want the blue.
Okay.
Blue sounds good. After I turn off this video, I do want to order this frame. So thank you, Andrew. I appreciate it.
Yeah, bud. You have a good one.
All right. Woohoo!